Queenstown is the jewel of the South Island. We were lucky to book the last room available via the internet from Oz. It was high season in New Zealand. The room cost $121 Australian per night for a small room set in the 1990s style. No internet, no phone, no air conditioning. The communal bathroom had 3 wash basins, 3 showers, 2 toilets to be shared by 6 guest rooms. But the showers had stainless steel bases and modern taps. The toilets were as minimal as possible, but clean. The hallways were drab. The communal kitchen was clean, tidy, but also dated in its style. Each guest room was assigned a cupboard for personal storage, but everything else had to be shared. Plates, cutlery, pots, microwave, stoves, fridge, everything. Outside there was a barbecue with some faded furniture. I've experienced far better value for my money on my travels, like the Ramada. The dining area, a heated swimming pool, marble walkways, luxury gift shops, beautiful rooms with high-speed internet, TV, phone, room service and air conditioning, even an outdoor restaurant lane and a gymnasium, all for $72 Australian a night. Next day we took the gondola up to Bob's Peak, 450 metres above Queenstown. It costs about $38 Australian or $19 each way. That's on par with most international gondola lifts in Asia. The Skyline company has experienced great success in New Zealand, supporting a wide range of tourist activities.
That's so beautiful. We go up and we saw that.
As we travel higher, we see paragliders sailing past over Queenstown. It seems they land on that little green patch. We pass a crane-like structure sticking way out.
That's the bungee jump.
The gondola is a non-stop affair, so you have to exit quickly. The Skyline complex has souvenirs, shops, a restaurant, and a fantastic walk-around observation deck.
Or they also have to let.
The spectacle is amazing, with clear air, no pollution, and limitless views. And that's not something you could hope to see at tourist attractions around Asia. On one side of the observation deck there is a chairlift to take luge and paragliders higher up the mountain. It seems none of the paragliders return to their start point, but slowly sail down to the Green Park in Queenstown. The restaurant was busy, but when I found I had to wait 45 to 50 minutes for a cup of cappuccino, it was time for me to leave for Queenstown CBD. That's poor service.
Fantastic view.
On the waterfront, the restaurants averaged $30 a plate. Not something I could really afford as a pensioner. So we searched the little back street and got a meal for half the price for 2 people. Now it was time to enjoy the waterfront while we waited for the SS Earnslaw to return. I couldn't imagine what the young submariner was doing, taking each mini-sub out for a float, it seemed. Eventually, in the distance, we see the Earnslaw pouring black smoke, but soon it was gone as the ship switched to diesel as she approached Queenstown. The Earnslaw does a graceful 180-degree turn, almost a victory lap, before pulling slowly up to the dock. Yeah, if you want to. Whatever you want to do. Now it's our turn to sail on the SS Earnslaw. At $70 a ticket, it's expensive, but certainly it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The heat from the chimney stack is just incredible. You could almost do toast on it. I immediately searched for the Earnslaw's Valiant Heart. The two sets of triple expansion 500 horsepower jet condensing steam engines. Just beautiful. But it must be hot as Hades down there. If I go down to the next deck, I can get closer. Something I never expected to see. A steam engine that stops and changes direction. Then I watched the young man shoveling coal for the devil. 1 ton for every hour. Imagine living in the days of steam, when this was your job, to do this for a living 12 to 15 hours a day. I head for the cool breeze on the lower deck and the turquoise water speeding past. I see a tool room to service the old girl, and a small room to service its male passengers and crew.
Snacks, light meals available, drinks and beverages.
As I make my way forward, I discover a tiny museum in the bulkheads, a history of Earnslaw's life and achievements. Amidships, there is the saloon area, but today it's out of bounds due to the wedding of Claire and Steve.
Wow, this is the place to be.
At the stern, a young crewman takes a quick break from the heat of the engine room. In the stern observation area, there's a small refreshment bar that sells snacks and coffee.
And that's over 300 kilometres away from the lake. Before she was even launched, they took her to pieces again. Brought all the sections by rail to Kingston, where she was reassembled on the shore, and the hull was launched on the 24th of February, 1912.
A sizable majority of tourists on the Earnslaw are Chinese. With all their China tourist sites, highways and technology, it certainly says something for the simple, pollution-free pleasures of New Zealand. We arrive at our destination, the Walter Peak High Country Farm. Its rugged history goes back much farther than can be told in the short video, but suffice to suggest it's a historic place and definitely worth a visit. Looks like there is a long queue waiting to board the Earnslaw for the return journey to Queenstown. Better grab a good seat while you can. The Claire and Steve wedding party are leaving the ship, but still, grab a seat. As we leave the Walter Peak High Country Farm, the Earnslaw has doubled its passengers and seats are at a premium. The background noise is louder and represents a myriad of nations, mostly Asian, and that's good for New Zealand and tourist dollars. All too soon, we arrive back in Queenstown. The Earnslaw does her semicircle lap around the bay to the dock. What a beautiful ship, and what a great cruise.